But I think we can both sum up. I can sum up by saying that we are a talk show, that we will aim to do these shows in different cities, obviously in UK. But of course, I think what I must say is that the talk show is already operating in Africa as well. I think there's more than 2 or 3 shows that have already been done in Africa. So I think the next show we can not give you a definitive date, but certainly to be in the near future, where we are looking to work with universities, we are looking to work with student unions, we are looking, initiating debate, not only in Europe, but I think in Africa, as we say, we want to look inwards rather than outwards. But we recognize that universities in Europe, even in Asia, do have our African students that can equally play a critical part in inducing dialogue into looking into coming up with solutions that are homegrown, African, and strong. So therefore we will be looking to working with different universities, different communities. I don't know if Walter had something to say.
Well, I'd like to say that this is not only a talk show. We don't want it only just to be about talking, but like I was trying to emphasize earlier, we want to have prescriptive discussions. So this is a challenge to the rest of the Africans out there, the intellectuals, the scholars. We need to come together and start coming up with resolutions and pragmatic steps that we can take in terms of organization, in terms of resourcing, financing, whatever projects we come up with, and actually doing pragmatic work to come up with sustainable development on the continent and creating practical solutions where people are actually getting jobs. We're creating employment for our fellow citizens on the continent. And I'd like to say we have the opportunity now, if we're organized enough, to actually make a significant change on the continent, and even for ourselves in the diaspora as well. So I always beat on the organizational drum, I always beat on nationalism, unless and until we see ourselves as a nation of Africans and come together, put our egos to one side, put our differences to one side, be they religion, whatever divides us. We need to put it to one side for a moment and start thinking pragmatically to say, okay, what solutions can we work out? How can we practically open a store or a chain of stores on the continent that's owned by Africans, run by Africans, and sustains Africans, irrespective of borders, irrespective of ethnicity, irrespective of religion, irrespective of any division that may come about, be it partisan or be it political, we need to move away from being divided. So once we start seeing ourselves as a nation and organizing nationalistically, we will then be able to succeed as Africans. So this is a challenge to all the people out there, all the Africans. Let's come together, let's work together and come up with credible solutions for the continent.